So what is a essentials only strength training program, and how do you go about building one? When I think about essentials only, or being in kind of that maintenance mode or that supportive mode while you're doing a lot of running or any other sport that you're doing, I would think about training twice a week, keeping both of the days full body, trying to keep the sessions relatively short, like 20, 30 minutes, again, giving you more time for your running as well as for your recovering and for eating. Like, let's be real, the eating takes a lot of our time in that peak season mode. So on each of those days, you want to choose one movement that fits the following patterns. You want to pick a squat, so that can be a squat. That could be something like a split squat or a lunge. That could be a step up. Those are all squat patterns. You want to choose a hinge, so that could be a deadlift, a Romanian deadlift, a hip thrust, or a glute bridge, anything like that. Anything that's kind of working those glutes and hamstrings together, that would be a hinge. You want to choose a pushing movement, so that could be something like a push-up, an overhead press, a bench press. Those are all pushing movements. A pulling movement, which would be something like a row, maybe like a TRX or ring row, a lat pull down or a pull up, whether you're using bands, anything like that is a pulling movement. So choose one of each of those. And then if you've got time, I'd integrate a loaded carry where you're having two heavier weights on each side and you're marching or walking. You can also do this single-sided, some kind of a loaded carry, and one other core accessory movement. So something like a plank, a dead bug, a hollow hold, any like core movement like that where you're resisting extension, which is our body's tendency to come here. That would be my picks for each of those programs. Again, if I had to pare it down, I'd keep it to those 4 strength moves, that squat, hinge, push, pull. If you've got time, add in that carry and core into your mix. To keep that time in the gym as short as we can during the season, I would recommend pairing those movements. So I like to do a squat and a pull together, and a hinge and a push together, and then I would pair those 2 core movements at the end. That is exactly how I would arrange kind of a minimum dose strength program to get you in and out of the gym quickly, hit every pattern that we need to hit that's going to translate to your running, that's going to translate to maintaining, your strength and your muscle mass. When it comes to sets and reps, this can really vary depending on your goal, your experience, and how long you've been lifting for. But in general, in that kind of peak season, I would recommend 2 to 3 sets and somewhere in a 6 to 12 rep range. I would even maybe nudge that into the lower end, like a 6 to 8, because you're doing a lot of lower repetition body weight work with your running. So I would nudge towards keeping things a little heavier and a little lower rep, if that's something you're comfortable with. The most important thing, more so than how many reps, is honestly that they get relatively challenging by the last 1 to 2 reps. So I want you to choose a weight that by the end of your set, however many reps that is, it doesn't feel like you could do like 5 more. If you can do 5 more, it's too light, go a little heavier. If you could do like 2 to 3 more with good form, great, heavy enough, keep it there. So you can kind of dial your reps if you need to kind of hit that last 2 reps feel challenging and a little sticky and a little slower than, I can't just cruise through and pump through them, right? So I hope that helps in building out a little mini essentials only strength training program.